admit, I've always been a sucker for the tall, dark, and hairy type. Which is why I've got a soft spot for one of the biggest leading men in Hollywood, King Kong. Hey, look, I know the guy has a thing for blondes, but that's just because he never met the right brunette. And I know I'm not the only one who goes a little ape for the big fella. Check out some of these King Kong collectibles. They definitely put the monkey in monkey business. In 1933, RKO Radio Pictures unleashed an epic of enormous proportions, the eighth wonder of the world, King Kong. Over 70 years later, this classic tale of beauty and a giant-sized beast still ranks as one of the screen's all-time great adventures. Moviegoers to this day marvel at the sight of Kong and his prehistoric co-stars. But as gigantic as he appeared on screen, Kong was actually an 18-inch model, sculpted by Marcel Delgado, then brought to life one frame at a time by legendary animator Willis O'Brien. In fact, Delgado sculpted 2 Kongs for O'Brien to animate, each consisting of a steel armature, rubber skin, and a rabbit fur hide. Though it's hard to believe, no one gave a second thought to preserving these great apes once filming was completed. According to Delgado, one of the Kongs was torn to pieces, its parts used to build other miniature creatures. And as far as anyone knows, this left foot is all that remains of that particular Kong. The rubber has rotted away with time, exposing the bendable wire used to pose Kong's toes. So what was the fate of the other Kong? Amazingly, his metal skeleton lives on, in practically as good a shape as the day it wandered the jungles of Skull Island. Weighing almost 5 pounds of solid steel, Kong's armature is composed of adjustable ball and socket joints. O'Brien meticulously moved Kong in tiny increments, exposing just one frame of film per pose. As for Kong's head, it was first carved in wood, then, through a process called sandcasting, was pressed into a mold. Molten metal was poured into the mold, and the resulting steel skull was cast. The reason this Kong survived is because he was called back into action for the film's inevitable sequel. That same year of 1933, this king was transformed into the Son of Kong, hitting the big screen once more as his own white-furred offspring. Today, this amazing relic makes its home in the private museum of film historian and King Kong fan, Bob Burns.
Every time I see the film, I get a thrill out of it, of just knowing everything's going to happen, but it doesn't matter, just watching the technical aspects of that.
When the Kong armature was presumed lost forever, Bob found it and helped return it to its rightful owner, visual effects artist Phil Kellison. But Burns never expected the reward he'd receive.
He said, "I'm giving them to you. I want you to have it." And when I put my chin off the floor, because I was in a total state of shock, I never thought that would ever happen. You know, he said, "You'll take care of it, more people to see it at your place and never my place." And he said, "I want you to be the caretaker Kong from now on." And I mean, I almost cried. I mean, it was just like being handed the best thing you could possibly ever imagine, I do believe, you know.
The Smithsonian Institute has tried again and again to get its paws on the armature. And one famous director even offered Bob $500,000 for the piece. But Burns is adamant about keeping Kong in his native homeland of Hollywood. Bob has also been given other Kong-related props over the years, like the head and flipper belonging to the grotto serpent. In the movie, the snake-like Elasmosaurus nearly chokes the life out of Kong. And though this diminutive dino was barely seen in close-up, it was fitted with razor-sharp metal teeth, a testament to the detail O'Brien and Delgado worked into each and every model. Another Kong reptile animated by O'Brien is this fearsome brontosaurus, which now belongs to former Famous Monsters of Filmland editor Forey Ackerman. The years have been tough on the 3-foot behemoth. Plastic wrap is all that keeps his decaying foam rubber body from extinction. Bob Burns also acquired this miniature maquette of the Skull Island wall and gate. In the story, a 50-foot-high barrier separates Kong from the natives. And this small-scale model was used as a 3-dimensional guide to help the Kong crew build the life-size set piece. Bob's museum is also where you'll find this leftover fossil, which once belonged to the cave bear caught in a life-and-death struggle with the son of Kong. Like King Kong's head, the bear's skull was first carved from wood before being forged into steel. In 1949, 16 years after Kong toppled from the Empire State Building, another giant ape scaled the box office, Mighty Joe Young. Willis O'Brien once again dazzled audiences with spectacular effects. And this time, he had little help from a young animator by the name of Ray Harryhausen, who went on to create classic film fantasies like The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad and Jason and the Argonauts. Today, just like Kong, Joe makes his home in the Burns Museum.
I'm very fortunate to have one of the Joe Young armatures, the metal armatures. They made 4 of those. And Ray Harryhausen came over one day, and first thing he saw it, and he goes, "Oh my God, that's Jennifer." And I said, "Jennifer, what are you talking about?" He said, "Well, Jennifer, that's the puppet that I used most in Joe Young. That's the one I did the nightclub wrecking scene, the horses roping him and everything." I said, "Well, why Jennifer?" He said, "Jennifer Jones was one of my favorite actresses in the world. And somehow, when I looked at that puppet, it was so beautiful, I called it Jennifer."
Joe and Kong may seem similar, but there are major differences between the two primates. Joe's armature is 3 inches smaller and consists of several sturdier hinge joints in the hips and shoulders. Unlike Kong's steel cranium, Joe's head is made of a wood putty-type substance called bakelite. And because Joe's body is made of aluminum, he's also much lighter than his infamous ancestor. Feast your eyes. These two classic movie characters have never shared the same screen. Until now. Other Joe Young items in Bob's collection include these hard rubber test castings of the miniature horses and lions animated in the film. But when it comes to ape movie artifacts, it's hard to beat this actual Joe Young head, which was stripped right off of the armature and preserved by being soaked in resin. Mr. Young looks as impressive as he did 50 years ago, and everything but his teeth and ears belongs to the original figure. When you're as massive a pop icon as King Kong, it's only a matter of time before you're asked to push a few products. And in 1972, the big gorilla made a full-color appearance in this rarely seen Volkswagen TV commercial.
If you've been looking high and low for a big car as good as a Volkswagen, maybe you should look into our big car, the Volkswagen 411.
Dave Allen, known for animating the Pillsbury Doughboy, had constructed his own replica of Kong, then shot some film tests with the help of Bob Burns.
He made a projected background of New York, and we shot an 18-second test of Kong on the Empire State Building as the planes are going by, and he grabs one, and that's it. Only 18 seconds.
When Volkswagen saw the footage, they realized it was a monster-sized opportunity to promote their latest automobile.
It's a beautiful commercial. It really is a great commercial. And I have that puppet now, which is smaller. It's only about 14 inches, where Kong was 18. But it looks just like Kong. I mean, he did a beautiful job in sculpting it, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous puppet. It stays in a bell jar that's tinted blue that keeps the ultraviolets out, so he's going to last a long time.
Computerized special effects may have replaced O'Brien's stop-motion animation, but King Kong remains one of the biggest stars to ever emerge from Hollywood. And luckily, a few rare Kong artifacts have endured as long as the classic film itself.
Today, Kong is just as good a movie and strong a movie as it was in 1933. It's got a charm to it, a life to it, a soul to it, maybe, what do you want to call it, that hardly any other film has had since.